The following podcast is a Pie to Pie production.
Every slice tells a story.
This episode is brought to you by Maestro Sausage, the only sausage we use at Hot Tongue. They produce sausages specifically with pizzerias in mind, and you can tell. So if your sausage isn't hitting all the right notes, let Maestro lead the way. Flat iron pepper. When you pop these peppers, you are gonna know. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Stop finishing your pizza with crap. Head to flatironpepper.com and join the pepper flake revolution. A lot has changed since we sat down last time.
Yeah.
Right?
How many episodes? 100 plus since then?
128.
We're indoors.
We've gone through the worst. What'd you say?
No, we're indoors.
We're indoors. Yes, that was the first time also at Benny Boy that I met both of you. Right? I'd never met you before.
No, yeah.
I just showed up. And you're like, who is this guy?
Oh, you hit us up first.
I'd hit you up, but we'd never met personally.
Yeah.
Now
We'd
I'd
had
say
your
that
pizza
we are-
before.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
We're like
good.
best case podcast, worst case catfish, you know?
Yes. Well, we did show up, but you're no longer popping up. You're not even quarantine pizza anymore.
We've changed, man.
You've got fucking changed, dude. You changed. Did you change for the better?
Yeah, I think it
I wanna
was
say
a nice
so.
new chapter. And, having the brick and mortar, I felt like rebranding was the appropriate move.
Well, we are in your brick and mortar, and I guess we can get to that. But let's talk about the name change. You've obviously gone through a lot of growth. You were popping up last time we sat down at Benny Boy Brewery, and was that 2 years ago? I think about.
No shit.
Yeah, right. About over 2 years ago.
Wow.
And Quarantine Pizza was the name. That's like how you guys what it was built on. Obviously started during quarantine. What a time! What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Did you throw around a bunch of names? Were you thinking about branding? Did Wallflour come to you in a ayahuasca trip? How did that happen?
We just kind of we always kind of had an idea that quarantine was good for the pop-ups and all that. But we always kind of knew we wanted to take the next step and just do something different. We always liked the sourdough vibe, but I think with the brick and mortar, we were just people don't want to, it's not the greatest memories and just being oh yeah, let's go to the quarantine pizza spot. So that's why we always loved puns and just being goofy. So I don't know how many names we bounce around that were not very great. But then I think Carolina was just Wallflower, or but what about spell it like a bag of flour and just regular cheesy corny stuff.
It's nice, it's perfectly cheesy, and then the way that you guys the edit you did on Instagram, it was all really well rolled out.
Thank you.
And the space is beautiful. I think it really goes with the neighborhood. I just can't imagine because people do have a problem with change, so it's building quarantine pizza and then having to go into a brick and mortar and change your name. Was that scary at all, or was it just yeah, this is what needs to happen, this is what needs to be done?
I think once we got the space and realized okay, this is a new chapter, we should rebrand. It was one of those things where slowly rolling it out, okay, we're gonna change our name, this is our new logo, next thing you know, we're advertising it as Wallflower Pizza. So then within that span of us getting the space and opening the restaurant was slowly throwing the rebrand everywhere.
Did you do that whole PR push your guys yourself? Did you put any marketing dollars or pay somebody to tell you what to do?
No, I mean, we've been incredibly lucky. Just part of, I guess, what we've always done is we're very particular about who we work with and who we support. since like us being business owners is like the real opportunity we get to do that versus like kind of just doing what you're told. So luckily, like Carolina's childhood friend that she's known since elementary school and her husband have always helped us with all our design stuff, all our merch. So they helped us with the video, the new logos, like all the branding, the pizza boxes.
It's an artist and a graphic
And
designer.
we're just
friends
super
to have.
lucky.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Good friends to have.
And then our other friends who helped us with all our like design work, like carpentry stuff, fixing everything, just, you know, telling us like, it's going to be okay. You're actually going to be able to open this place. Just like keep it together, you know, and just, you know, we really called every single favor that we could possibly call on. And we're just super lucky that we just have so many talented friends that just helped us with everything.
That's definitely helpful.
Yeah. Which we paid when we could, of course.
Yes. Paid in
But it was really
pizza and
nice
cookies.
when we were just struggling to get open that, like, instead of having to hold off on things that make this place so special, like, we just have relationships with people who, like, are willing to go out of their way to help us make it happen.
Takes a village. Mm-hmm. When do you think you got the itch to get into a brick and mortar? Because I remember talking to you guys at Hot Tongue, and you know, I say things like, "Don't fucking do it."
You were beyond more than insistent, and I think several times along the way of doing it, I was like, I should have fucking listened to him.
Well, you guys worked with FE, right?
Yeah.
For some point.
Which is probably the only reason why we were actually be able to open this place. Because without them, we were so far in over our head.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, the best, like, before I opened up Hot Tongue, I got on the phone, and they asked me, you know, are you sure you want to do this? You know, and like, I think about that all the time because you don't know what you don't know, and you're just like wide-eyed, and like I'd owned a restaurant before but never built one out or had to like revamp, or you don't know anything, and it's like, listen, I want to give you some advice. Don't, like, if the consultant is telling me not to do it, should I do it? But you're just like, fuck yeah, I want to do this. But
if you want to do it, you'll make it happen.
Yeah.
of course. And like, but what a company to have behind you. You
Yeah.
know? Like, and I'm sure, like you said, like you probably wouldn't have been able to get this place open without somebody like them. And they're such advocates. We're talking about Fast Eddie Consulting, FE Design. Like, they in Los Angeles, like they care about this industry.
It's always great when your consultant is also the biggest advocates for small businesses. That's definitely like how you know you're working with the right people.
What would you say that the hardest part about like getting these doors open was?
So we learned really quickly about this whole 90-day thing, where if this restaurant is closed for more than 90 days, you're essentially fucked.
To ground zero.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And can you explain that real quick? Like what that means?
So like if your restaurant that you're trying to purchase is closed for 90 days or more, essentially you have to go through the city and bring everything up to modern code. And if you're doing it on your own, they're probably not going to be very helpful towards you and just kind of have you bring everything up to code and go up to loops. But if you have a consultant, they can help you get things grandfathered in, find ways to help you expedite processes, and like just like really like make it happen for you. You know what I mean?
So in Los Angeles, if you have like a health rating of an A or whatever, and you take over the restaurant, you have 90 days to basically put your shit in and start selling.
No, so if that restaurant has been closed for 90 days or more before you get it, then you have to...
Oh, shit.
Like, so
like
if it's within 90 days that you get it from them closing, you're able to just like switch,
Transfer the
permits
So you get
and
it in
everything.
60 days. You have 30 days to transfer the permits.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if it's past that, you have to go through plan check,
And you guys had to do all
submit
that.
plans.
Yeah. Did you know that going into it?
No.
Okay.
We were like, sick, we found this place. We can open in like 2 months probably.
Yes and no. I guess it was one of those things where it was like, oh yeah, it's been closed for 90 days, but it shouldn't be that bad. It's already a restaurant kind of vibe. But then, finding out like, no, that needs to be updated. Your water heater needs this. You need like the AC unit needs to do some test. And it was just like one thing after another. And it was just like, oh,
That
like,
water heater.
this is a lot, you know?
What was your, and you don't have to answer this question. What was, did you have a budget going into what you thought you were going to spend? And then could you say that like what you ended up actually spending?
What
or
we
like
thought
you could
was
give me
it,
percentages.
I was like, do you
and
know?
then
I try to be
double it.
ignorantly
Double it.
bliss.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What they say about doubling it is more than beyond true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But what was the biggest pain in the ass then, outside of like finding out that you had to go through all of this bullshit?
Like the hardest individual problem I think we had was like the plumbing, because for some magical reason this place has no hand sinks in the kitchen. So we had to add 2 hand sinks, which after we added, the city was like, oh, now you need to upgrade your water heater.
Because it's not up to code.
And then, oh, that water heater is actually illegal because whoever put it there before you put the tankless water heater where it's not allowed to go. And also because you upgraded your hand sinks, you need an upgraded water heater with higher BTU. Which, hilariously enough, when any plumber or inspector came in, they're like, why the hell did they make you guys get this water heater? This is literally big enough to fucking pump water for the whole block.
You know, you love that, and then it's like getting told one thing and then having somebody else tell you another thing.
Yeah.
But that's literally what you had to have, regardless of how overly big and absorbent it is. Just for the city, that's what they require based on the plans that we have.
Yeah. What about the oven? You guys got that oven and it barely fit through the door?
I was laying down right there
Barely
on the
fit through
floor,
the door?
staring at the ceiling after I've popped my back, helping the guy push it in.
It came a day early.
We had people organized and a whole company to help us install and everything on a Wednesday or something like that. And the freight company, which was terrible to work with and didn't communicate with us any step along the way,
I think
just
like
hit
that's
us up
pretty
on
typical.
Tuesday and was like, you want it or not, we're here.
It's
So
just
then we
like,
just had to make it
what?
happen, basically.
Yeah.
Like Henry and his brother were literally pushing it in there after I already hurt my back, and I was laying down right there staring at the ceiling, thinking about what you told me about. Should we open this fucking restaurant?
Like that, I feel like
That was the real moment of reflection.
there must have been so many like there's so many like oh shit moments. You
That was
know?
the oh fuck
Yeah.
moment.
And it's just like, or like, it's either, it's like you could just like lay down and start crying, or it's like, all right, how are we gonna figure this out?
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like after doing something like this, you know, coming in during friends and family, it's like it's really fun for me to go to those. I got to go to like 3 in like almost the last year. You know, you guys, Tommy's. Recently that Chinatown and like Chris and NoHo, it's like you just know how much like blood, sweat, and tears goes into this that it's like hard to not like almost feel emotional, because I don't know how you guys feel, but like when this was all over, was it overwhelming to be like we got through it, or was it just like okay, fuck, now we're open and we have all these new problems?
Yeah, like honestly, we were so deep in the red, and like so like literally like we bet everything we had on ourselves on that friends and family weekend to pay all our rents for both our house, our restaurant, and however many bills we were behind on. And if it didn't happen, we wouldn't be here. It
So
was
it
that
happened.
it was that close. But
And,
since
like,
then
the stress
it was
level's
so
different,
close
though.
that like we never got the chance to be like, oh shit, we're open, or like, oh wow, this is nice, because we just had to go 1,000 miles an hour right away.
Have you in the time that you've been open, has there been a pause where you guys have both been able to, because we can get to other things. I think that like you guys hit the floor running. It's like it could have been a struggle. Like off camera, you said, you know, we didn't know it was going to be maybe this successful right away.
Right.
You know, usually you got to fucking grind
Hello.
it out. Usually you got.
That's a very common one. People just love opening the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to grind it out. Like, you know, you got to, you're trying to make all these ends meet. And not that you aren't, but like you've been blessed with some early success. I mean, Infatuation just, I think you got rated like the highest that they've ever given any pizzeria. You've gotten great press, but like, have you both been able to sit back and be like, we fucking did this? You know, I don't think that's something, entrepreneurs, like, you never, it's always like, what next? What's the problem now? Where's the fire? Have you guys had a moment to just be like, dude, we're the shit, we did this?
I think before, like,
Every once in a while, we're like, you know, in the car, and then one of us will be like, we're like business owners, and we're like, we're doing the thing, you know?
that's
and
her.
It's just
I'm
like,
just trying to work like we're business owners.
No.
It's good, the yin and the yang. Do you find it as crazy as I do that we put the best ingredients in our pizza, our dough, our cheese, toppings, fresh produce, and then we put pencil shavings on our tables called red chili flakes? What is a red chili flake? We found out about Flatiron premium pepper flakes from a customer who actually brought us some. We were putting it on every slice we ate. It was gold. We were like searching for it like addicts in the back, just like, ooh, where's the Flatiron? Where's the Flatiron? There is no going back. When you pop these peppers, you are gonna know. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. The 4-pepper blend, which is actually the blend we have on every table at Hot Tongue, definitely has a higher heat level, and I'm a heat guy, if you know what I'm saying. It has the arbol, the jalapeno, the ghost, and the habanero. Spicy. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Flatiron pepper, you are going to know the difference. In here, real peppers from Italy. Let's go. Head to flatironpepper.com right now. Use the code pie to pie at checkout. That's pie, number 2, pie at checkout. And any order over $25 is going to get you a bottle free of the sweet heat. Put that sweet heat in your cart, and any order over $25, that baby's gonna be free. Do not miss this chance to upgrade your pepper game. Head to flatironpepper.com right now and join the Pepper Flake revolution. I mean, I don't know. I think it's important. I try to have like a little bit more gratitude, because it's like, it's so easy to want to cry or to want to be angry, but like, it's just so crazy to see your restaurant full of people.
Oh, it's the best feeling.
To have a staff that you love, to be like, and you created the whole thing.
Yeah.
You've created memories for people. You like, this shop is going to be here and it's now part of the Eagle Rock neighborhood. Like, it's I don't know, it's crazy. You don't give yourself enough credit. I think it's like, from the outside, it's fucking pretty rad to see. I love driving past here.
Thank you.
And like seeing lines, or like, you know, it's like, oh fuck, they're busy as shit. Like, that's what you want to see.
It's very surreal.
Yeah.
And I think like for us, just like the perspective of like, you know, being like proud of like what we've done is like, in the 5-6 months we've been open, I think there's literally only been like 2 or 3 days where we haven't come to the restaurant. And then this last weekend, we finally got to go and like go on a little camping trip with all our friends. And it was honestly just the best feeling, just like being fucking middle of the woods with no service at all and not even stressing, because we know like what we built and our team that we have can just handle it without us being here.
Yeah.
And I never thought this fast that we would be in a position like that.
Yeah.
Even the fact that I'm not even really on the line for like the past couple months, and I'm just like kind of doing the dough and the prep, because we have such a talented team that, you know, I really thought I'm so used to making every single pizza myself.
Yeah.
And just seeing like the team just grow and like honestly get better than me at making pizzas at this point. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I love seeing that.
Yeah. To me, I feel like that's like the real success, is being part of a team, building a team, watching the team grow, creating growth, while like you are able to run the business and, you know, take on all the anxieties of the day and be able to leave the shop, you know, not be this ball and chain situation, but be a thing that you love to come to and are able to get away from, you know, to give you that pause to go out and be able to leave for a weekend without fucking looking at your phone the whole time or worrying about something. So that's amazing. how has like all of the you guys have gotten some great press. That's got to help. I mean, from what I see on the outside, I'm not in here every day, obviously, but you know, every time I drive by, it seems busy. Like, things are going good? You know, like
Yeah.
did you guys do a PR push at all in those regards for getting open, or has like all of this press just kind of come to you?
We've never believed really in investing money in PR and press. We really believe in just like
Word of mouth.
focusing on food, taking care of the people who support us, and just really investing in our staff and our restaurant. So our big PR push was hitting up our friend Javier, who's always supported us at LA Taco, and be like, hey, fool, you want to be the first one to fucking write about us?
Yeah.
And he's always been more than supportive of us. And him and our friend Gob from LAist like mentioned us, and that was really the only press we got.
Yeah.
As far as like that. And then of course everyone likes to piggyback on those and just, you know,
Isn't that beautiful how
just
it works,
repost
though?
those stories
Yeah,
under
well, they
different
piggyback
guys.
or like somebody sees a story on LA Taco, so somebody over here comes
Yeah.
here. I mean, it's great how that works, though.
But that's why, you know, we were always like, they always supported us. So we're like, we would love for them to get the like exclusive or whatever you want to call it about, you know, like helping us. But yeah, like it's just been really lucky. Like we just try to focus on taking care of everyone and just word of mouth. And we really feel great how welcoming it's been in Eagle Rock. And we love that it feels so like community oriented.
Yeah.
Because right now it's definitely like we see so many regulars and like so many people from the neighborhood that it's going to be interesting, like with the more press and stuff, that we see like more people coming from outside the neighborhood as well.
Yeah. And that'll just continue to grow.
Yeah.
Carolina, were you working 2 years ago? Did you have a job? Or was the pop-up the full time?
I don't remember.
I think you...
Because she
was
started,
Did you do-
she was freelancing film for a while,
Yeah.
but RIP film industry.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope it's
Coming back!
It's coming back. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna come back. It's LA. It's
Let's
fine.
hope so.
It's the your husband has a passion project and you inevitably
That's what it kind of
you
seemed like at the time.
inevitably
It was
got
like,
sucked
you know,
into it.
Yeah, but hey,
this is
more
great.
and
You know,
more.
this is gonna work out.
Yeah.
So you don't remember, but like you guys, like
I haven't done a film job in months.
Okay.
And the one that I did was just a friend being like, hey, do you want to paint some cabinets for 2 or 3 days? And
Yeah.
I'm like, a paint project? And I literally don't have to do anything else? Sure, I'll paint these cabinets for you, you know? But since the restaurant is opened, I
Yeah,
haven't
you
done
guys are
any.
like you're both full time.
Yeah.
In here. How's that been on the relationship? I mean, you guys have been working with each other for a very long time. Has
I
it
mean,
changed at all?
There's always ups and downs.
Yeah.
You know?
Has it changed at all having a brick and mortar? Like, what has gotten easier and what has gotten harder?
Easier is not lifting heavy things back and forth between a van all the time
Yeah.
and just having it here. But harder for me is definitely like going from like having like one employee or so and like asking a friend to help you every now and then to like managing like, I think we have
12.
like about a dozen employees now.
Yeah.
And just like managing that is like a lot more, and just we've definitely been doing more volume and all that. So just like staying on top of everything, like just finding out parts for orders and all that, but definitely like just managing a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's been like a big change for us for sure.
Yeah.
But we've been blessed with like the best staff, so can't really complain about that at all.
And I guess, like, in regards to our relationship, I feel like it's different now, but at the same time, like, we have to remember, like, our core values of, like, you know, you're my husband, like, you come first, and there might be, like, an issue at the restaurant, but we need to figure that out because, you know, this thing it's a mix of both that is really hard to neutralize. And I think within the last, like, the first month of opening was really hard for us because we were
Yeah.
also like kind of sleep deprived. But I think once we hit like that little bump got settled, it was just like, okay, this is how things are gonna like run, and I think our relationship has gotten a lot better, which is great. It's just like any other relationship. There's good days and there's bad, but I think us working together, knowing our schedules, and like, okay, like I think it's a pretty good balance.
That's good, because I think that
Yeah.
the balance is probably like the toughest thing when you own a business.
Yeah.
Like I remember when we were getting the lease and everything ready, and I remember looking at her right in the eye, and I was like, I just really, really like, I can't find any way to stress this more, but like, even though I'm saying this, like, this is gonna be the hardest fucking thing we ever do.
Yeah.
But like, regardless of that, regardless of anything, like, we come first. Cause like, that's more important to me than this.
Well, that seems like a really good boundary to set.
Yeah.
I just imagine like this is like the conversation I always think about when we talk to couples is just like, how do you turn work off? Because it's like, even for me, like my wife really isn't involved in the business, but like I still come home with all these problems or like what I want to talk about. And if she was in there, we would have different views maybe on certain things. And then it's
Yeah.
like, it would be hard not to go from the shop to home and keep talking about X, Y, and Z, you know? So it's like,
No, it's definitely hard,
finding
yeah.
that balance of like, all right, this is a no talk about the shop zone, you know?
And even if it
It's
is,
hard,
we'll
and we say
randomly
that, and we
like
still
be
just
like,
bring it
you
up.
know,
Yeah.
I'll open the fridge and be like, oh yeah, remember this thing? And then it would be like, okay, that's just like, 30 seconds of restaurant talk.
Yeah.
But
It's one of those
gonna
things where we
happen.
try, but it just happens.
Yeah. Well, it's hard not to because it's such a big part of life.
Yeah.
How do I word this? How's the clientele been? Has it been different than like, because you're serving a neighborhood now? You know, people are going to be coming from farther away. You're in a great spot because you're right off a freeway entrance. So people from like, and Glendale's right there, Eagle Rock, Highland Park. You got Pasadena. Like people, like it's really easy to get to you. But like, how's it been serving this neighborhood? Has it been different than being at Benny Boy?
Definitely different from all the breweries because,
Yeah.
The breweries was a space where, people came to drink and they weren't really bringing their kids. And now we have, we've become like a neighborhood, family-oriented pizza shop, which is great. It's also very different. We're not used to, on a Friday night hearing like 20 kids screaming and jumping and doing who knows what and then being like, I like this pizza. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Like a 4-year-old is coming up to me and saying, they like our food, or a parent being like, my kid doesn't eat anything and they just ate like 3 slices. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Love
Yeah.
that. So I think the neighborhood has been very welcoming, and the location wise, it's been awesome as well. And which is one of the reasons why we're like, we have to get this space. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, it's a pretty sick like spot, like right here on Colorado. It's like a restaurant row, dude.
Yeah, I remember like we looked at a couple other places that were like a fraction of this place. And then we got here and we're like, wait, for real? This place is like available? And like, I think we both kind of knew like we have to at least try because like
Yeah.
this is the best possible situation we could possibly ask for. And if it doesn't work here, it's just not going to work. So we kind of knew like if we just went in all in here, like
Smart.
this would be our best opportunity. So like if it didn't work, at least we knew we tried, right?
How long were you actively looking for a space before you found this one?
I think this was our second or third space we toured, and the second spot we toured, the guy was like, "What are you looking for?" The consultant guy. And we were like, "Oh,
It's like a
we
small
want
spot in Little Tokyo.
yeah," and we were just like, "We want this. It'd be cool to be in like either Alhambra or Pasadena, maybe Eagle Rock." And then like a week later, he was like, "Off market, like space. Here's the email. Here's some photos," and I instantly replied and was like,
That's it.
Can we tour it tomorrow?
Like he
Next
just
thing
really,
you know,
we showed him like, our our Instagram and all that. We're like, this is like what we're doing. And he just like really liked
let me turn
our,
off the TV. 'cause
our
it's
branding and
making
all
us-
that.
Oh,
I think
It's the VCR.
fridge program.
No, it's the VCR.
Oh, really?
I love it.
The movie stopped.
It rewinds too.
You can rewind, dude. What was on?
What were you playing this morning, Henry?
Always.
Classic.
Damn. Just sick VHS collection.
That's been really cool too. Like our staff's been getting like super into that, so they'll like go thrifting, like, hey, I got you guys some new tapes, and
That's
like
cool.
some people will bring stuff in. Like Justin from Long Beach Mushrooms like saw that we did that, and he sent us a bunch of like Bruce Lee tapes over.
Tight.
So this is like kind of fun little collection.
Yeah. Where is the collection, dude? I feel like it should be like on
It's
the
in-
wall.
it's in
dude.
the dry storage?
The things it's on are 2 VHS drawers.
Oh,
And then in
okay.
our dry storage, on top of our lockers, there's like a mountain of just like a lot.
And I've made like a shelf out of cardboard boxes, and
Yeah.
like they're just like because
Stacked
I
in
didn't want
there.
to pay money to like make
They're kind
some
of just everywhere.
like shelf thing.
You'll like find a bag
It's
just
like
back
come
there.
in the bag.
yeah.
We got a Blockbuster pop
Yeah,
up
no,
back here.
seriously.
Was that like something you always wanted to do? Like very early on, before you guys were even open, like that thing was in here and was
We're
part
just
of promotion.
goofy, like-
you guys are just
Like
goofy.
we never wanted a TV in here because we just don't want to hear just like sports noises and like stuff like that all the time or whatever, you know. Like, so we just didn't want to be like that. Wasn't the vibe we're going for.
Yeah.
We want, you know, more like comfy, family oriented spot, and we were just like, it'd just be funny to just be like, if people ask, be like, oh yeah, that's the TV, like.
And it also kind of brings back like my industry and just constantly playing movies. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And what about the numbers? You had a friend do those? The spray paint numbers?
Those are from Gorilla Tacos,
Oh shit!
R.I.P.
That's where you got them from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
it's-
didn't even know that story.
That's a pretty crazy one because, like, way back in the day, they actually catered our wedding. And Brittany didn't even, like, know us at the time.
Yeah, we didn't know them.
And then we actually ended up catering their wedding,
Oh, that's cool.
like, like a year or so ago when they got married, or,
Yeah.
like, pretty recently. And then when they went out of business, like, she was just like, I got you guys, like, just come by if you guys want stuff, I'll hook you up. So, like,
And my
A lot of
automatic thought
Metro
was like, I
Racks
want these
plate-
numbers. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care about anything else. Like, and
so the
she was
numbers,
just like, I'll save them.
her dad made the numbers.
that's cool that it, like,
So it's a
still
cool, like,
lives
sentimental,
on.
yeah,
still
like a
lives
lot of
on
things
here.
like that in here.
Yeah.
Our Vans shoe that we got from Button Mash from our homie Jordan.
Damn.
Like, but yeah, like a lot of our plateware, everything like that, like a lot of tools, everything. We
A
were
lot
just
of
lucky
things are
from
secondhand.
friends who like.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally, the
story?
whole dining room was the first thing that we purchased. Like, we didn't even have the space yet. We had signed the lease. And then
Oh, yeah.
I, like, saw it on OfferUp, and I was like, yo, Brandon, these boots, like, I know we don't, like, we haven't designed anything yet,
Yeah.
but, like, this is a steal, and we need to get them, like, now. And he was
Yeah.
just like, how much is it? And I think it was, like, for literally all the chairs, the booth,
I think it was
all
like
of that.
$4,000.
Like 4 or 5. 4 or
For
5.
for all the tables and stuff?
Tables,
Yeah.
chairs, and booths.
Yeah, it was just like some restaurant that was closing, and they're like, just take it all. And I was
It's
like,
nice when things come together.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm really good
the
at
place
sourcing
closed down
things.
like within a year, and I think the chick gave us the invoice just for the
The
booths, and the booths were like $8K just for the booths.
Yeesh.
We were like,
Yeah, I know.
wow, thanks for choosing a good color for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we picked things off the side of the road. Like
Where's
went
that
to
stuff?
Eco Set. Which one did you find? Was it that one?
Well, yeah.
That was on the side of the road?
No, that was
Or
at
that was
EcoSet,
EcoSet?
which is like a
Or the hallway was the
reuse.
side of the road.
Bathroom school, too.
I think
Bathroom
the
was pretty cool like that. The only thing was the light fixture.
Yeah.
Light fixtures were a trip. I got that one.
That one's dope.
At like someone's like Frenchy mill home situation. That was a fun one.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's another offer up thing where I was like, it's $40. Just drive down to Anaheim.
And we had like we were
have
just
to
we
pay
were
me
just
40
stressing
bucks to
all the
drive
time,
home.
yeah, for like because we're like in that limbo phase of like, well, we need to do all these things, but like you have to wait. Like when we were going through the city for all our permits and everything like that, so we're just like scavenger hunt.
Yeah. And that's like a tough time, too. Waiting.
Yeah,
You know, there's like a lot of stress in that. Like things are kind of moving, but not really moving. Like finding motivation and like I think it's important to. I mean, you're like sourcing things and trying to work on promotion and stuff, but you're basically in the hands of the bureaucracy of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Not much you can do.
Yeah, it was just, pulling our hair and stressing about another day going by.
Randomly texting you being like, what the hell do we do about this?
Yeah. Like, I have no idea. If your sausage needs aren't hitting all the right notes, then let Maestro lead the way. Maestro has been working closely with pizzerias for decades. They produce sausages designed specifically with pizzerias in mind. And you can tell, their Italian sausage crumbles look like they were handmade in your shop, and they will taste that way as well. With over 80 years in business, family owned and operated, the family is incredible, and so is their product. It's quality sausage with quality ingredients. Click the link in the show notes. A classical masterpiece awaits you. Back to the show. How important has it been to you really put the sourdough in front? Was that a marketing thing? I know you guys have always used sourdough. I don't even think most people understand what sourdough is. It's a great buzzword that's going on right now.
Yeah.
But it's written on the building. I think it's smart. I think was that something that you intentionally wanted to really be like Wallflour, sourdough pizza?
We had to kind of go back and forth on the signage because I think she wanted to do Wallflower up there, but I was like, people don't care about Wallflower. They don't know what Wallflower is. Sourdough pizza is just sourdough pizza. And we still have people come in. They're like, I don't understand this. What is this place called? I saw the sourdough pizza. I was like, you're here.
Gotcha.
So it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Or people will be like, yeah, we've been driving for months, waiting for you guys to open. And I love sourdough pizza. And now you're open. This is so cool. And I'm like, cool. The sign got you. Just say what it is.
Yeah.
Sourdough
But
pizza.
I think for the branding side of it was also from the pop-ups, right? Going from Neapolitan style more to what we're doing now, which is we try to avoid classifying it as any style of pizza. So we just say sourdough pizza.
That's good.
That's just the only label we really like to give it.
Yeah.
Because
So-
we always like the flavor of it. We like how it's
So when
more
people are
easy.
what style is this? You said
sourdough. That's just what we say.
I like that. Yeah.
We get a lot of people saying it's Jersey, New York, this or that. But I'm like,
They just love their fucking labels, dude. I think I've just given in.
yeah.
No,
People really
it's a
dig
New
that.
York style
You got a
slice.
new niche style of
That's
pizza?
what it is.
You got a new niche style pizza? Let's do it.
Yeah. Wait, is this Neapolitan?
Neo.
Neapolitan. Uno. Dos.
Yeah, for us, it's just sourdough pizza. And I guess our ethos is just thoughtfully sourced ingredients.
You use Sunrise. You use organic. Shout out Sunrise. I love those people.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to the farmer's market. How often are you doing that stuff? You got some chef forward pies.
Luckily, I only go to South Pass on Thursdays usually because Sunrise is super chill and they'll deliver for us twice a week.
Nice.
And then, yeah, it's cool we do that. We use standings for our meat and stuff.
Uber
We were having trouble with the flour lately from Tehachapi, but then Sherry came by yesterday and was like, "Hey, here's 25 pounds." We're like, "Sick."
What's going on with the flour?
Miller situations.
Ooh. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are using really nice grain.
Thank you.
I want to do this segment. It's a new segment. Okay? And if you guys aren't comfortable with it, no worries. But I want to know kind of what is the worst interaction you've ever had with a customer? It could actually be here or at quarantine. If you guys have separate stories, I would love to hear it.
Worst interaction with a customer.
I don't know if it's worst, but it was really weird.
Oh, I know the worst one.
It was this guy came in and he was just
Is it
annoyed
that
that he
one?
had to order pizza and that we weren't online. And then he waited for his pizza 20, 30 minutes and he was just like I could be watching the sunset at home on my porch. And I was just
I mean, shit, that's kind of tight.
Yeah, I was like, if you're gonna say something, that is pretty cool.
Like
and
that's
he was
just
just like,
nice.
you guys should be online. And I was just like, okay, like we're working on it. Like, sorry, like, do you need anything?
Sorry, there's like, people suing people for websites, and we're a small business that can't handle that, so we have to properly find out ADA compliancy.
Oh, that's something good to bring up. I don't even know if we've ever talked about that, but having your website ADA compliant is important.
Definitely
people.
need to do that.
Yes. If you haven't done it, do it.
Yes.
That's the new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get sued by, yeah. There's some great companies out there that are pretty cheap. Do it today. That's the worst interaction.
No, but he
that
was just like
sounds too
very
bad.
like annoyed. And I'm like, no one's forcing you to come here and order pizza or even get our pizza. Like, if you really wanted pizza, you could have ordered, Domino's or whatever and still watch the sunset
Yeah.
and get it delivered. But
Yeah.
you decided to come here tonight and complain to me that you're not watching the sunset.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, enjoy
I
your
mean,
pizza.
I can't even hate on that.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. So much of somebody else's problems are pushed on you as a restaurant owner,
Yeah.
but that's what that is. It's like, all right, dude, you get Pizza Hut and watch the sunset,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I remember like very distinctly, we had this one gentleman come in with his 2 little kids, I think fresh from like a soccer game.
I have no idea.
And as soon as they came in, the kids just started running around everywhere, it's whatever. But then the kid ran all the way back into the kitchen behind Carolina, who was slicing a pizza. And I just heard so much noise from the back that I came out and I was like, whoa, stop. And then the dude was like super hostile with me. He's like, don't talk to my kids like that. You talk to me. And I was like, okay, yeah, like I'm worried about your kid's safety and other people here and their experience. Like, can you please just like keep an eye on them? And he just got really mad about it and then ended up being like, all right, well, we don't need to be here. So I was like, okay, sure. Like, let me get the door for you. Like, I'm sorry you felt that way. And then I think like 5 minutes later, like tagged us in an Instagram story being like, oh, I love to support small businesses, but not assholes. Like the dude was like super hostile towards me and yelled at my kids and this and that.
But keep in
and
mind,
then
the
when I
kid's
messaged
literally by
him
my
back,
foot,
he
and I'm
totally
like,
just
oh,
like switched it up.
The kid what?
was by my foot.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
With a
you're
hot
not supposed
pizza.
to be here.
Yeah, no.
like,
your kid ran into the kitchen.
Elbow height
Yeah.
in Carolina.
Yeah. It's the kid stuff's tough.
And like you're just like, like, hey, I'm just like genuinely concerned about their safety. Like
Yeah.
I don't think you understand. And then they don't see it that way. And they're like, oh, well, this person was like trying to pretend to be nice by saying they cared about my kid's safety and this and that. And I'm like, one, that's not my job.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, the fact that I am concerned about that when you should be is a whole nother story.
Yeah. Well, because also weird society to live in too, where like that moment just can't be over, or any moment can't be over that happens at a restaurant or on an airplane. Like we have to get online, and we have to.
And it's like they leave, but it's like cool.
come on.
I have to do that, and then everyone else is uncomfortable in the dining room because you're making a scene, and I just have to go back to work for another 10 hours, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, and then to post it on Instagram that like you're an asshole is like,
Yeah.
it's pretty rough.
And I responded. I was like, we're concerned about your kid's safety and this and
Yeah.
that. And he's like, he said some condescending shit like, oh, it must be really stressful to open a restaurant. And I was just like, okay, sure, do that.
Rough.
And that's a whole other thing,
Yeah.
like replying back to people. Like we have yet to
Yeah,
do that, like on
I don't
Google
like to
or anything
do that,
like that.
but for a situation like that where it's like, trying to diffuse it,
Yeah.
it's like some people just don't want to do that. So it's like you can only do so much.
I feel like every time I respond to something that was negative, I always regret doing it. Like it just, whether it's a comment on Instagram, a Yelp review, or something like that, I really do feel like it's not my problem.
Like
I don't think
everyone's
we wanna
has a right
designate
to their
the-
opinion.
Exactly.
It's
And,
like a forum at
Who
this
cares?
point.
Yeah, like,
But we
like,
don't want to
whatever.
designate any bandwidth to that
Yeah.
at all. Like
Yeah.
you can have your opinion and that's great, but like it's your opinion, Like
Yeah.
we all
And if
have
it is
them.
a negative review in regards to something like, oh, I thought my pizza was soggy or too oily or whatever, and then we kind of like look back and see like, okay, how can we make this better at the restaurant so that another person doesn't have like the same experience or whatever. Or, sometimes people be like, oh, the tables were dirty. And you're like, well,
we
came
told you
in
to
literally
wait for us
right
to clean it
after
while we seat you.
and you
Yeah.
just sat there, So it's just like being more proactive of being like, okay, that was a situation where it was a Friday night, we're super packed, and they decided to sit in a dirty table even though we told them like, give us 2 minutes to clean it,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Would you be willing to open up your phone and read a couple 1-star Yelp reviews?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know where my phone is.
Yelp ones are probably better.
Oh, well, yes. Yelp is way better.
Then Google.
Yeah.
People
feel like
hate on
Ye-
Yelp.
I feel like
Google
Yelp-
is nicer.
Yelp
I
is-
feel like Yelp used to be the thing, but now like everybody's just using Google for rating. Do you get more Google ratings than Yelp?
It's pretty even.
Really?
Oh, what? They took it down. I guess we only have the 2-star.
Sorry.
We had a 1-star that
They deleted it. That's great.
my sister told me she kept reporting, which I thought was
I
pretty
love
hilarious.
that. I love that for you guys.
But it was a lady who gave us a 5-star review who never came here and was just like, I wish them the best. And then because we were so busy at one point, we had line stanchions outside to direct traffic because it's an awkward intersection. And because she said she read something on Facebook about us, quote unquote, hating handicapped people and blocking it, she changed it to a 1-star review and left 2 more 1-star reviews,
That's
which
somebody
kept
else?
getting taken down. But I guess
Rough.
I
And
have
it got to
go
the point
to Google
where
for the
she would
one-
reply back and be like, they keep deleting all my reviews about the handicap situation. And I'm like, dude,
you
no,
never
like,
came here.
You didn't eat our food.
Yeah.
Like, do people know that? That if like someone didn't make a transaction, they're not supposed to be like reviewing.
Yeah, for
the
business
space?
owners, you can take down 1-star reviews or bad reviews if they didn't purchase anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely something that people should know. Like, you just can report it and just say this person. Like, sometimes Yelp will fight you on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool that they've taken it down. Do you not have You don't have one 1-star?
No,
Yelp
it's
review?
on. They're all on Google.
Good for
the
you.
Yelp
though.
ones got taken
Good for
down.
you.
Or
This is
the
a perfect 1-star. There is nothing special about this pizza. It is extremely oily and makes you feel like crap after. The crust is crispy at the ends, but super soggy towards the middle because of all the oil. Not to mention how overpriced it is. Food 1, service 2, atmosphere 3.
and
Which
I'm over
equals
here
out to a
like,
1.
Oh, this is funny.
We had more. This one's a 2-star, but it's just very
Okay,
simple to
we'll
the
do it
point.
too.
Extremely mediocre, but also very expensive pizza.
Nice, short, and sweet. Do these penetrate your guys' soul, or do you care?
Some of them are pretty funny because, like, I remember the person who gave us the 1-star review. Inevitably, I'm gonna look at your other reviews and just see like
This is
to
great.
judge you off of that. If you go to multiple Chipotles,
Yeah.
and give them multiple 1-star reviews, what the hell are you expecting?
It's always that like one.
You're
that really-
looking for
that-
trouble.
that hurts you, and then you do because you can't. You got to get on. I'm on Yelp Business, and then I go over to the regular Yelp page so I can look at their profile, and it's just like nail salon, Taco Bell, Costco. It's like, yo, this. It's
like some people don't get it. Like, what were you
Costco
thinking?
should not be
Clearly,
rated,
it's
dude.
not your place.
Costco's are 1-star all the time. Like, it's just not the greatest place to be in. Like, now the food court 5 stars, but but there's certain things that like you don't need to rate.
No, there's certain things where you're just like, I get it. You just want to complain.
Yeah.
Like we had someone who gave us a bad review, and I looked at it, and it was every business in Eagle Rock, and I was like, you must hate living here if every place around here is a 1 or a 2 to you. Like, I'm sorry for that.
Yeah. Well, again, so much of like reviews says more about a person than it does about you.
Yeah.
I mean, even, and I might get some flack for this, but even anyone who takes time to review something that is negative, that says a lot about you. Like, it's okay to just sit in it and maybe not enjoy something, but I feel like if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say it at all. Like, unless like somebody spit in your food, like there's really no point.
Yeah.
Because it's like weird that people don't understand like the time, the effort. Even if something sucks, there has to be some respect to how hard somebody is working, you know?
Well, it's also the double standard, right? Like someone can come in here and, Sometimes you don't have the best experience, but for some reason, right, that pisses them off and they want to write a bad review because we're a small business. But you can go to fucking McDonald's how many times and they'll fuck your shit up, and what do? You just go right back, right? You don't write them a bad review.
No, you're right. You're right. You do not get the same.
But I mean, we read every review, and you know, like sometimes there is some good feedback in there that we can look at, because like we genuinely want everyone to have a great experience here. But at the same time, it's kind of like David Chang and his restaurants, right? It's like we're not catering to everybody. We're putting out a product that we want to put out and we believe in, and that is what we are doing. We're not trying to check all the boxes and have gluten-free, this and that, like vegan, everything. Like we'll have options for things, but like we're not trying to go out of our way to just be like,
And everything.
we'll make you like every checkbox so you can like appease every single person, because you're not going to please everybody.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen.
No, that's really great advice. It's and that's important to like not steer from that either, right? Like to veer off when you feel pressure. I feel like that's when like maybe you start creating some subpar shit or some stuff that maybe you don't really like.
You're not going to make good things if you don't believe in it.
Yeah, and sticking true to like your guys' vision. Has that ever been hard? Has there ever been in your career cooking, like whether in the pop-up or in the brick and mortar, have you both ever felt pressure to know that you could probably create something and maybe put it on the menu, but have stopped yourself because you know that like we don't need a gluten-free pizza, or like maybe we could have a lot of like maybe a bunch of vegan people come in here, or even, you know, had some restraint in the menu? Has that ever happened?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I second guess everything.
Good.
But at the end of the day, it's like, I know like with my skill set and what I'm capable of, like the highest level of product that I can make, and I know what my style is and like kind of like what my vibe is for what I like to make, and that's kind of what we try to stay true to. Like we like to work with the seasons, we like working with people we know, and just unfortunately some things don't get to stay around as long as they do, but that's the beauty of working with good produce.
Yeah.
It's here, and you just try to encapsulate a perfect moment while you can.
How does the menu work right now? Like you have the hitters, and then you have seasonal pizzas, or do you have specials? Like what are you running?
Yeah, so we finally got it to a point where like I think we have like a nice number of things. So we have like our core pizzas, but then right now we're starting to transition into like a fall menu from our summer menu. So we typically have like a seasonal option for a pizza on top of our base menu, which right now is our squash goals, which is just like very summery pie, like some patty pan squash, tomato sauce, burrata, oregano, basil. We're going to switch it up into like a red curry squash, calabrese, like rosemary kind of vibe. So we're starting to go into fall, but yeah, it's kind of like 5 or 6 pizzas, a seasonal and sometimes a special, just depending on what we're feeling. 2 salads, our arugula, and then our Caesar, which is seasonal. We'll have 2 fried things, typically a cold app, and then our cookie and another dessert. And that's just kind of like the framework of what we're working with, and we've just kind of been switching out flavors and stuff.
Are you guys doing any catering or anything still?
We did our first catering last week since we opened.
Really?
This.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little 30-person Skims one.
For
It was
Skims?
chill. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, dude. Was Kim there?
I wish.
Was it for?
Coulda
It
got
was
some
for
pictures.
Skims.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
for Skims. It was super chill.
That's tight.
We got some happy ice. It was nice.
Yeah.
And that was the first one in how long?
That was our first one since opening. So
Damn,
Since,
so it's
like,
been
over
6
6 months or so.
Yeah.
Is that something you guys want to be doing more of, or was it kind of a reminder that you're like?
I think it made us
we
realize
this.
like this is a nice sweet one, you know, and it's like
We just have
we're
to
a
be
lot more
very
curated
selective
with them, yeah.
of the catering that we do.
Like we work with our clientele that we worked with before, who like we know are good to work with, and like if we get some good events, we'll do that. But I think since we're finally in a place where we have like consistent staffing and all that, like if we want to, we're able to do more of that. So we've kind of just been like dipping our toes a bit more lately.
And what about like festivals and stuff, would you go and slang slices again, like at Just Like Heaven or like
I think
as
if it was
Wallflour?
like those ones, like in Pasadena, we'd be down for.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anything more than that,
We're
for
not
small
going to, like,
business, it's just
Coachella or
like unless you're built for
Long
that,
Beach or
it's really
something.
tough.
Yeah.
No, it's for a small business, it's really hard to do something like that. You invest so much in it, and you coordinate so much, and then like you don't even really get paid till like about a month later, usually, or something like that. So you're just kind of like,
And then you have to.
by
do
the time you get paid,
insurance
you're just
for all
kind of
that,
like,
too.
oh, I'm back at
Yeah.
even. Like,
Yeah.
so like it's cool to get your name out there, I guess, but I don't know. That first one was pretty humbling for us.
Which one?
Just Like Heaven and
Yeah,
Cool World.
that was.
We're like that was. We were like kind of over prepared and overstressed, but like it was just logistically like a lot to do for us.
Yeah. Did you make money?
I think so. I mean, people got paid.
Clearly, he doesn't.
You know, people
deal
got
with the
paid.
numbers.
Like I try to be,
I don't know.
I try
Yeah.
to be as ignorantly bliss as possible because if I'm stressing on the numbers,
Gosneys back there.
Yeah.
How do you know?
it was the
I like peeked back
3
there.
or 4 XL arcs, and then I think 3 or 4 rock boxes.
Dude, you had just Zach back there ripping cigs on the
So we had
ovens.
Zach back there. We strapped 2 like e-cigs on him. And we're
Yeah.
just like,
Just
go
fucking
for it, dude.
vaping
Stretch.
through his
Just
nose,
let it
dude.
rip.
Yeah.
Stretch dough and
Fucking
pass it
zinned
over.
up, dude. Yeah, well, I mean, you guys were rocking and rolling. We stopped by the tent. I don't know. I feel like I was hoping you'd be like, yeah, we made $30,000, but it's,
I mean, maybe
Maybe
we like
we did.
grossed $30,000, but then like when we were like how much we put into it, we're
Yeah.
like, oh damn.
Yeah.
And then like you know the fees.
No,
think
I
they
know,
took
like,
like 20-25% for
of
that
sales.
one,
Yeah.
which was the good deal, I guess. Scary.
I worked with Ronan for Coachella one weekend, and I saw the amount of pies. I think we made close to 2,000 pies in 3 days. Was fucking
insane.
Was
Yeah.
insanity out of like basically 4 arcs. Like it was
Yeah, I think we did like
crazy.
500 to 700 a day or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
It
and
was
then everybody wants to eat at
crazy.
the same time.
Oh, of
Oh
course.
yeah, because it's dinner time.
Yeah. Dinner time at a festival looks a little different than service in here. I'll tell you
Oh,
that
yeah.
much. Just like people on drugs that are like, it's time for me to eat.
I remember when we were at that one too. We went and saw Juan from Triple Beam, and they were like, they had like the most prime spot, and we thought we were busy. We were like, holy shit,
Oh, it was
it
even
was
crazier.
insane
Yeah.
over there.
Well,
They had the biggest conveyor I've ever seen in my
but
life.
dude, that's the way to go though. Everything's like pre-prepped
so
and
much,
everything. They're
so
just,
much
they're-
smarter.
Yeah, they're
we were
just
making
throwing
them like
everything
to
through a
order
conveyor.
or something stupid.
I know, and you're baking them on the spot. Like you think about it, it's like, fuck, dude, we made a terrible
Suckers.
mistake. Suckers. If you could go back before signing the lease, or like right when you signed the lease, what advice would you give to that person, that version of yourself?
Maybe try to wait a little bit. I don't know. Or just
Just like know that you're gonna be stressed for like 6 months straight.
say
and-
it's
and-
gonna be okay.
And I'm the one that has to play it cool. Like if Brandon sees me stressed, then his stress level is like
He's like, oh fuck.
yeah.
I
So
stay
then
stressed.
I'm just like the calm, cool, collected one, and then I'll turn around and be like, oh my god, what the fuck's going on? Like oh my god.
Well, if I project all my stress all the time, it can't stay with me, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So I have to be the
Yes,
chill
get
one.
it out.
Yeah.
How are your stress levels today?
I think more caffeine than stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the pure caffeine. Would you say that much less than maybe a year ago?
Oh, a year ago, I was like the lowest I think I've ever felt. Because I did not think we were going to open this place. I was like, well, we're going to live on the street. We're going to have to move in with our fucking parents or some shit. Like, that was rough. It was rough. I would see Henry every morning getting coffee at his place and be like, you okay, dude? Like,
Yeah. Just give me another
Like,
coffee. Give
no,
me another
no.
latte.
like you realize
Everything's
how
gonna be
you're,
okay.
how you're feeling when everyone's constantly just being like, hey, you okay, dude? You okay? You okay? I'm like, yeah. No.
It's like, why is everyone asking me if I'm okay? It's like, look at your face, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we just have a great supporting cast, and just
Yeah.
a lot of people really were there to support us through everything.
Do you guys have like set goals for this space and for the future?
I think we're getting ahead of ourselves with that one. I don't know. Damn.
I mean, I really like to just stay with. I'm really happy what we have here, where it's like I would like to not do delivery as much as possible, just because the quality of the experience and everything is just so
Yeah.
much better to encourage people either here, and also just for people to understand, like, which is great for how we're doing on online ordering of just pickups. And it's really nice that people are so into that, because instead of us having to go through a third party for deliveries and stuff, like, we don't have to raise our prices at all. We could give you same deal and all that. You just got to come pick it up if you want to order ahead. And I think just the magical thing we have here is, like, it's kind of funny and hard to explain to people, but it's like, yes, you physically have to come here to get this pizza.
As it should be. Delivery is just a really shitty thing to deal with.
And it's like, is there even a delivery service that you can confidently say that they're going to have a good quality of delivery for you at this point? Like,
no.
It's just a third
It's
party.
convenience.
You don't know how many stops or other things they're doing. They don't have warmers or anything.
Nope.
And your customer has to pay more, and at the end, they ultimately suffer with their experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like it's just hard to hold out because it's kind of like a standard now. And
It's so hard
and
because pizza's such a delivery food as well.
It always has been, but I mean, like a box in the back of your seat for 30 minutes with no hot bag. And like once you put the pizza in the box, it's already compromised. Even if the customer comes and picks it up, like any pizza, New York, Neapolitan especially, but like you lose quality. Like you.
And there's some stuff like they have, like, you know, like liners, technology, stuff like that, but
Yeah, but
it only does so much.
The fucking pizza
You know,
box,
like, it only
the
does so much.
technology in delivery of pizza has not changed since like the 70s, really. Outside of a perfect crust liner, which like corrugated. I mean, it does a better job, but like you'd think there would be some sick tech for the pizza, but there's really, like, if you get Joy, like that hot sour soup in that little container, that thing's gonna burn my mouth when it gets to my house. That could be sitting in the back of a car for an hour, you know. But a pizza box does not translate to that. But it's not even that. I guess like if you could get guaranteed delivery of your product
That
to
would
the
change
customer,
things, I think,
I think that's the
like, if we could
variable.
feel confident with that.
And I'm telling you that would only, the biggest headache, I think, if you talk to most pizza shop owners would talk about third party delivery. That's where most of the complaints come in.
Because we see a lot of, you know, people going through a lot of issues
Yeah.
with that, and it's like a big turnoff for sure.
Yeah. It's just nice that you have the ability right now to
We're
not even
so
fuck
beyond
with it.
lucky to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the neighborhood knows now too. It's just like, just come on in, enjoy it here.
Well, that's also location.
Yeah.
This is like a perfect spot. A lot of family homes, like a lot of nice homes, like a place where people want to come in, enjoy the space, let their kids run in your kitchen, and drink a bottle of wine. You know, that's the space I want to eat at. But yeah, it's been awesome to see. It's been awesome to be a friend of your guys's and like see their growth. Meet you 2 years ago at Benny Boy, and sit down and I appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
No, we love it, man. Like, you've always been so supportive of us and just, you know, guiding us every step of the way. You probably could have told us not to do it a little harder, but
Well, yeah, I think you know.
But we're
that-
here.
I
We're
think
here.
you know that. You know, it's a funny thing to say. Like, are you sure you want to do this? But obviously, and as you can see, you're doing it. You guys are always capable of doing it. I want people to open up more shops. Maybe not everybody, but I knew that you guys would fucking crush, and it's only going to get better. So, I really appreciate you guys taking the time this morning, sitting down with me, and yeah. This coffee from No Days Off is probably the best I've ever had.
Ooh, look at that. She.
Come in and get a coffee in the morning. How late are you here?
1 on weekdays, 2 on weekends.
We need a big ass sign out there, dude. 1 p.m. on weekdays. What time you start serving coffee?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. and 7 a.m. to
7 a.m. to 1.
8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, sick. Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, swing by. We got no days off coffee in the morning.
I'm catfishing people with donuts that don't exist.
Yeah, you ever thought about like doing some pastries or some
Yeah,
shit?
we do cookies.
We do our sourdough cookies in the morning,
Fire.
and then when I'm here early enough, I make donuts. But it's been
Yeah.
a little tricky week.
I bet. Yeah. Sick. Well, get some coffee, get some sake, get some donuts, dude.
Wine, soda, beer,
All-
pizza.
Oh yeah,
Pizza.
and
Get
the
the pizza. Pizza's
Yeah,
pretty good.
And the pizza. And you guys are Infatuation said you had some weird hours.
Yeah.
Is it 4 to 8:30?
1 to 8:30.
1 to 8:30.
But if you come at 8:29, we're still gonna serve you.
Why 8:30? Is that
It
for
just
shift?
dies.
It just
And
dies out
shifts.
here.
Yeah.
And also, it's just like, it's a nice shift that we can get, like, you know, our lunch crowd and also do dinner. But, you know, as a small business, managing employees and just numbers and making things work sustainably for ourselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, everything works. Like, our employees are very happy here with the way things are with their shifts and hours and everything. And it allows us to like have time to spend with ourselves.
Yep.
And like, it's kind of just like for us, the cost of sticking to our boundaries we set
Yep.
and making sure we have time for ourselves. 'Cause it's a marathon, you know, like we can't just burn out.
Another good piece of advice, you know, even to like pressure about a menu, but pressure for hours and stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
you know when you should be open, when you should be closed.
Like with these hours and everything we're doing and with the size of our menu and everything like that, we know we could deliver it at a consistent high quality that we're happy with.
Yeah. Well, you're delivering, baby. You're delivering great food, just not delivering pizza to your house.
Unless you come and pick it up.
Unless you come and pick it up and you can deliver it to yourself.
Exactly.
And then you can go watch the sunset. All right, let's end it there.
The
Right off into the
sunset.
sunset.
I hope you enjoyed that episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much.